Hey guys, it's Paul. Got my cup of coffee. Let's talk about a couple of things. One of the things I wanted to chat about was Tevo, the Tevo Tornado. Now, I've been saying it correctly, so that should make everyone a little bit happier. Like many of you, I was excited about it, heard and read a lot of good reviews about it. It's kind of a step up to the CR10 in many ways. And, well, like others, I purchased one, and I bought through GearBest, which I kind of cringe a little because the last time I bought from GearBest, it wasn't the best experience, but let's put it behind me. The printer showed up. It was beat up. It showed up. Now, with the Tevo, well, there's a couple of things we can talk about. First of all, I'm getting a little frustrated with these printers that put out a lot of positive PR. They put out units to be reviewed. They get this great, they get great ratings, and essentially everyone wants one, and then they can't keep up with demand. And this is not Tevo's first printer. They make other printers. So on one hand, I'm a little frustrated that if you're going to introduce a product, but you can't keep up with demand, but you hype it, So I saw, like others, a lot of pre-purchases were available, and I ordered mine on October 31st. They were supposed to be shipped out within the first week of November. And when we got into the second week in November, I contacted GearBest and just said, look, I've been following all this on Facebook and other sources. When do you think mine will ship? And they said, we don't suspect we'll be getting yours for another 20 days. So I just said, you know what, I'll just take the refund and call me crazy. What I'll do is I'll keep an eye on when they are in stock, not pre-sales, but when they're actually in stock someplace, and I'll buy one then. Because frankly, I'm just tired of playing that game. I'm tired of, it kind of feels like Kickstarter, doesn't it? Someone introduces this great product and you throw your money in and you just wait a couple weeks, months, or whatever, and eventually it shows up. And you hope that they've addressed all the problems that were identified, early on. So I just, I guess I'm speaking with my wallet. And like I said, I'll just buy one when they're available from a vendor someplace. Ideally someplace either in the United States or Canada. So it's a little bit, less weight as far as the shipping goes. The other thing that kind of bugged me was I saw the article. I'll link it in the description below, but it's been all over Facebook. I think it was All 3D Print News, or I know I'm getting their name wrong, but they did an article and they had highlighted that Tom's 3D, one of my favorite channels on YouTube, had received one. He had not requested one, but he had received one. And then they had also sent him in his tip line on PayPal, 1,000 euros to, cover, the VAT or customs or whatever duties, in his country. And that to me just smells awful. I mean, Tevo, if there's anything else you can possibly do wrong to make yourself look bad, I think you've covered all the bases. The same article also mentioned that the very popular 3D printing group in Facebook, they had mentioned that essentially anyone that had ever had any problems with a Tevo product was immediately flamed or insulted or basically attacked by members of Tevo staff, on Facebook. So really, Tevo, I would really love to have one of your products, but just watching some of the things and the behavior I've seen over the last 2 weeks, it's just like, okay. Now there's a lot, and Tom's 3D obviously is going to cover this in much greater detail when he gets to it on his channel, but I, for one, am one of those people that, to me, I agree with him. That just smells really, really funny, and I think if I was in a similar situation, I'd probably, send the printer back as well. I also have concerns that when vendors send printers to someone like a big channel like his to be reviewed, some of my concerns are they're cherry-picked. Are they, have they taken one of the printers and they've carefully tuned it and made sure everything was perfect on this particular printer and then, just sent it to them? Or are they getting one of the ones that was mass-produced, they just pull it from the shelf and off it goes, and he's getting basically the same kind of printer we would get. So that's one of the things I always go through my mind on a couple of the reviews I see. Now, like I said, the frustrating thing is that Tevo looks like it's a fantastic printer. I've seen some posts about the build surface being a little tough to work with. And you can recall one of my videos, I did a review on lock build. So that surface is very similar, apparently. So eventually, like I said, as I mentioned earlier, and not to go on and on and on, but I'm sure eventually when they're in stock someplace, I will purchase one and try it out and let you know what I think of it. But I just don't want to throw my money out there and be waiting forever. So we'll see. So anyway, this is kind of a shorter video than I usually make, but I'm just gonna kick back, sip my coffee, browse through Facebook, and read some news, and well, apparently after I film this, do some video editing. So thanks for watching. Remember, this is where nerdy is cool, and I look forward to your comments in the comment section below. Hey, let me know what you think. If I got it right, do you agree with me, or am I totally out to space on this stuff? Look forward to hearing it.